don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing for Smith on the... And he caught it up! And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And take it right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Marcus Jones going to let to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. Like you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Full connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken right around the 44. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and inches, Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Jones picked by a familiar face, his Bama teammate Jalen Armour-Davis. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Patriots 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, this is Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Off play action. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that?
And now here is another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jones on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Williams.
And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England, was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them the first down.
Going deep here for Parker. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 48, Patriots 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.